Hey, what's going on? You, my friend, are tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeekTV. I am your host, Griffin Granberg, and you know what? Today is April the 13th, 2009, episode 142 of the Daily Geek. I have to apologize. I have lots of crazy stuff going on in my life right now, but a lot of it is very exciting. I'm working on possibly the biggest project of my entire life, and you know what? I'm very stoked about it. So these Daily Geeks are gonna, be a little infrequent for the next few weeks, but I'm gonna try to get back on schedule with them by starting with today. Let's do it. Let's get to the geek news. Starting off with story number one. StumbleUpon has left the arms of eBay. That's right. They finally got away with the original co-founders, which is quite interesting. Now, you might remember that eBay bought this startup, StumbleUpon, for $75 million in 2007. Now, chances are, the co-founders bought this back with a lot of VC help for a bit less than $75 million. So good for the co-founders of StumbleUpon that want to do a lot of stuff, be a big competitor, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. Story number two, also going in that same vein, the Skype co-founders are trying to get their baby back from eBay as well, and a lot of people are saying that eBay is open for all this, unloading of businesses that they really, I don't even know why they bought in the first place. Now this is a little different though, because they paid $3.1 billion with a B in 2005 for Skype, so they're gonna have to raise quite a bit more money than the co-founders of StumbleUpon did. But you know what's crazy is they're probably gonna get a hell of a deal buying it back from eBay, because they're probably going to absorb a lot of that loss. Anyways, as things develop in that story, I'll make sure to let you know about it right here on the Daily Geek. Let's move on. Story number three. Netflix may possibly be looking to come to the PlayStation 3 and the Wii. Now, this only makes sense because, the Wii has like a bazillion different million users with the Wii, and the PlayStation 3, they're hardcore people that probably like movies and stuff, so they're into gaming. So it definitely makes sense for Netflix to come to them. They're already on the Xbox, they're on a bunch of set-top boxes, it just makes sense. The reason why people are talking about this though right now is that they're actually looking for developers to do just that. So at least, what I like about Netflix the most is that they're always looking to innovate. And that's why I love them. Story number four. iPhone users with all the bazillion applications out there, guess what applications they're using most? The weather at 39% and Facebook at 25%, which is pretty crazy. Those numbers coming from compete.com, which I think are totally awesome. Because, I am definitely a statistics junkie, okay? And by that I mean really bad. And it's cool, it's cool to see that, with all this craziness going on with the iPhone applications, that it's really just the basics that are still being used the most. Another cool, interesting statistic is that 60% of iPhone users say that they go out and look for applications on their own. They don't just look at the, top 10 applications to have on your iPhone or whatever. They actually go out there and look. So that's kind of good if you have an application that isn't getting the, front page dig or the TechCrunch or the huge publicity. The fact that it could still be found by these people, 60%, that's pretty good. Story number five, the last story of the day. This kind of seems like a rerun, but Microsoft and Yahoo are talking again. Wow, I think I've reported on this before. Quite a number of times, but the difference here is that Carol Bartz is at the helm at Yahoo, and of course Steve Ballmer still at Microsoft. But this is a very interesting deal because it's not a deal where they want to buy up all of Yahoo or buy the search business or whatever. It's actually Microsoft saying that they might actually unload and let Yahoo take over all their search marketing. Now that is very interesting to see. So as these things develop, I'm going to let you know about it right here on the Daily Geek. And there you have it. That is the Geek News for April the 13th, 2009, episode 142 of the Daily Geek. And of course, I'm your host, Griffin Granberg for SweetGeekTV. And you know what? Before we go, let's do the question of the day. Let's see here. Question of the day. Have you ever used StumbleUpon? Do you like it? Do you install the toolbar? What do you do with StumbleUpon? And if you're on StumbleUpon, why not stumble us, right? All right, well, that is the question of the day. I look forward to reading every single one of them. I will reply back as soon as I have a few extra minutes, but I'll do it, I promise you. And you know what? Let's try to do this again tomorrow, if not for sure on Wednesday. But you know what? Let's do it again tomorrow. That's what I'm going to try for. Yeah. I'll see you then.